So for the first page, we will be using this sheet. Make sure you are 7¼ inches tall and 7 inches wide, okay? So that you will fit your album. Let me show you guys. So if this is the base sheet, then you should fit this way, okay? Make sure that you fit. You have 1/8 inch border all around. So this is how your page should be. You should be 7¼ inches tall. Now for page 1, we had only one pre-cut, which was 4½ inches by 6½ inches, and we called it picture mat, okay? Pic mat. So this is going to be placed straight like this, okay? So now let's take out our glue. Now I am applying glue to the back of this, and I will center this from top to bottom and from side to side. Since this is a very simple album, there are no special dies and all. So this is very easy and beginner friendly. So anyone who is wanting to make a scrapbook album from scratch, it's very easy layout for them. So they can follow my instructions step by step so that they'll be able to create the exact same look. So after burnishing this down, let's find out our paper for this picture mat here. In your reserves, you will have this piece, okay? This piece is 7¾ inches by 4¼ inches, okay? The first thing we are going to do is, looking at it so that it is 7¾ inches across, measure over 6 inches and 6¼ inch and cut, okay? 6¼ inch. Now this is what you should have. Now turn this towards your right one so that it is 4¼ inches across, and then if you place this right here, you will notice that it is a good fit all around, leaving you a 1/8 inch border on all 4 sides. Now apply glue to the back and glue this down. So this is what mine looks like, and this is what yours should look like too. Now if you have a 4:6 picture, you can just paste it here on top so that you will have the decorative paper border and the white border, and your so that your picture will look bright enough. I'll show you an example. So this is me and my best friend on a tour to Ooty. So as you can see, this is a 4:6 picture. When I place this, you can see that you have a good decorative paper background and the white background plus this blue background. It's so cute. So this is how you can place your picture, and let's start decorating this. So as you can see, this is what my first page looks like. I have applied double-sided tape behind all these embellishments. Now let's place the photo and let's see. So as you can see, you can just slide this back behind, and it looks so beautiful, isn't it? Oh, I'm so loving it. I really love it. If you have shorter pictures, you can make the frame shorter, like have 2 frames in it and paste 2 pictures here, okay? So this is what our first page looks like. Now let's take out our glue. If you want, you can use that red tacky tape behind, but this is a very light page, so I'm just going to use glue for this, and let me show you how to place this. So let's take out our album here. So this is where our first page is going to be placed. Now as you can see, there is the hinge area here. So when you place this page, make sure that you are away from the hinge part and you are centered from top to bottom. If you can see the spine page here, it should be equal to your page. This is 7¼ inch and this is also 7¼ inch. So when you place this centered top to bottom, this should be equal from your spine cover, and you just have to apply glue and center this from top to bottom and side to side, making sure that you are even with the spine cover here. So I have applied glue to the back of the page. Now make sure you are going the right way. Do not glue yours upside down. So I am almost 1/4 or 3/8 inch away from the hinge part here, and I am placing this as straight as possible. And let me take my burnishing tool and just burnish this down really good. So after burnishing this down, this is what mine looks like. Isn't this gorgeous, guys? Let me place the picture again and let me show you so that you'll know how it feels when a picture is placed. So this looks so beautiful, right? When your friend or whoever this is just opens the album and sees their pictures on the front as the main element. Oh wow, they will be wowed, seriously. So now after finishing this, let's move on to our page 2. So for page 3, we will be again using the same kind of print we used for page 1. And for page 3 pre-cuts, we had 3 pieces. And the first one was 7¼ by 7¼ inches, and we labeled it RFO. That means right fold out. Okay. Now let's take out our scoreboard and we laid this piece so that we were of 7¼ inches across, and we scored this at 6¾ of an inch. Okay, 6¾ of an inch. Next we had two pieces which was 3 inches by 6 inches. 3 inches by 6 inches, and we had two pieces of it, and we named it front folders. Okay. Now we laid each one of these so that it was 6 inches across, and we scored this right in the middle, that is 3 inches. Okay. Do the same for this, 6 inches across, and score this at 3 inches. Okay. Now the first step that we will be doing is, let's take out our RFO, that is right fold out, and fold on the score lines and burnish it down really good. Okay. After burnishing this down, let's take out our base page and just flip this over so that your flap is towards your right side, because this is a right fold out. Don't mind my writing that is upside down. It's okay, you won't be able to see that. Make sure you're 7¼ inches tall, and when you place this back behind like this, okay, here is your base page, and when you hook it in the back like this, you should line exactly from top to bottom. Okay, you should be equal from top to bottom, and you should have a 1/4 inch of gap this side. Now hold this right here, flip this over, open this, take out your glue and apply glue to the flap and glue this over. Okay, just turn this and glue this right like this. Burnish this down really good. So once you've burnished this down, turn this, and here is your fold out. Okay, now let's find our paper for in here. Now in your reserves you will find these two pieces which are the same size, and they measure 4 3/4 by 7 inches. Okay, set one piece aside for now. Now the other piece, when you place here, you will notice that you have 1/8 inch border top and bottom. Leave the same amount of border on your left side, and you will notice that we are short this side, so it's okay. That is why we have this piece for us to piggyback, so don't worry. Now apply glue to the back and place this so that you have 1/8 inch border top, bottom, and on your left side. Now I am done gluing this down. Now take your other piece which we set aside, and you see the edge here, just butt this right up next to it and just mark 1/8 inch inside from the fold out. Okay, make a mark here and trim this right on your mark. So I have cut mine down. Now let me check whether I fit. If you have to overlap a little bit, you can. So this is what mine looks like after gluing this down. Once you glue this down, burnish this down really good so that you won't be able to see the seam line which is here. But anyways, after we paste our folders here, you won't be able to see this. Now let's move on to the inside and find our piece for this place. In your scrap pile, you will find these two papers exactly similar to this base sheet here. Now let's set one aside, and if you notice, here is your score line, the hinge here, and if you place this away from this hinge line, 1/8 inch away from that hinge line, you will notice that you will have 1/8 inch border on the top and your bottom. Now leave the same amount of space here and glue this down. Now I am done gluing mine. Now let's take out our other piece and again set this from top to bottom equally, and then make a mark 1/8 inch inside of this edge here, white cardstock, and trim it and apply glue and glue that down here. So now as you can see, I have glued mine down. You might be able to see a little bit of seam line here, but once we placed our pop-up elements, you might not be able to notice all these stuff. Now let's start with the folders here. We had two folders which were 3 inches by 6 inches. Now we'll fold this in half. Okay, we've already scored it. So let's start folding it. So now let's start finding our paper for this part. You don't have to, have a magnet for this. If you want to have a magnet, you can have a magnet. So let me show you. If you want to use a magnet, let me show you how to use it. So in your paper pack, you will find this piece here. This piece is, I think, 7.5 inches by 12 inches. Okay. So now looking at it, so that it is 12 inches across. Measure over 2 3/4 of an inch and cut. This is what we use for our shaker part of the album, front part. So measure over 2 3/4 of an inch and cut. So once you are done cutting it, turn the paper so that it is 7.5 inches across. Measure over 2 3/4 of an inch and cut. Measure over again 2 3/4 of an inch and cut. So these two pieces is what you should have. Now once you've cut these, take out your folders and the opening is towards the bottom here. Make sure that you fit in this panel. Okay, you should have 1/8 inch border on all 4 sides. If you fit, apply glue to the back and glue this down. Okay, so this is what my folders looks like. Now let's set this base page aside and work with these, and let's open this up and find our paper for in here. Okay, now in your reserves you will find these two are the cuttings from the balance of these sheets here. Now looking at it, so that it is depends upon how much you've cut there. Measure over 2 3/4 of an inch and cut. Now this is what you should have. Now turn this so that this is 7 inches across. Measure over, double these up and measure over 2 3/4 of an inch and cut. Again measure over 2 3/4 of an inch and cut. So this is what you should have, guys. Now when you place this, you should notice that it is a good fit side to side and top to bottom with a 1/8 inch border all around. Here is your fold line, guys. So beware of that fold line. Don't glue any of your pieces on your fold line. Now this is what you should have if you are not using a magnet. But if you are using a magnet, take out 2 of your magnets now. Let me show you guys how to do it. Now I have 1 magnet with me. Now take out your glue and from the top, maybe 1/2 inch below the top line here, put a glue dot here and glue this magnet down like this. Then the next thing you got to do is glue 1 panel here, and then after gluing that down, take out the mate of the magnet. Here is your mate. Now after gluing this down, just place the magnet on top of the previous magnet which you've glued down. Now place a dot of glue on the magnet here and then close this like this and press. Okay, you will find that there is a glue drop here, residue here. So just hold this like this, take this and just place this on that glue drop and take out your other panel and glue this down. So this is what you will do if you are using the magnets, but I am not using magnets today, so I will not be using magnets. I am just going to glue all these panels down, and let me show you guys. So this is what my inside looks like. Now let's close this up. Take this base sheet here. So as you can see, now let's you see the back side of the folder here. Let's just place this 1/2 inch down from here and 1/2 inch in from here, and do the same thing here, 1/2 inch from the side and 1/2 inch from the bottom, and glue this down. Okay, so I have glued 5 of the star crystals which I had, and I also used some of the tack sheets from Craft Tales and glued this Be My Valentine and I Want to Be Loved by You. Just look at this, it looks so beautiful. And now let's move on to the inside part, the pop-up part. Now in your reserves, that is scrap pile, you will find this piece. This piece is 4 3/4 of an inch by 7 inches. We have the right height. Now let's turn this so that it is 4 3/4 of an inch and wide. Let's measure over 3 inches and cut. So this is what you should have, 3 inches by 7 inches. Now let's take out this piece from your reserves, which is the cutting from the front cover and spine. Now this measures 2 1/4 inches by 7 3/4 of an inch. The first thing we are going to do is turn this so that this love is towards your left side. Measure over 1 inch and cut. So this is what you should have. This is 1 inch tall. Now measure over 7 inches and cut. Now you have these 2 pieces. Now let's set this aside and glue this down on top of this pink piece. These are both 7 inches wide. So just glue this down on top of this. Now after gluing this down, let's take out our scoreboard and flip this over and place this so that it is 7 inches across. And score at 1/2 an inch, 6 1/2 inches. Oops, sorry, 6 1/2 inches. And 3 1/2 inches. Okay, so the scorings are 1/2 inch, 3 1/2 inches and 6 1/2 inches. Okay, now let's set our scoring board aside and let's start folding on our score lines. Okay, burnish this down really good. So this is what you should have now. Now let's take out our acetate sheets. So I have few pieces of acetate. You can use any sizes that fits into this part. So let me show you how to glue this down. Now let me show you an example. I have this maybe it's 4 inches tall acetate. Now I'm just going to apply some glue on one side of the acetate You can use any of your scrap acetates for this, guys, because I am using scrap acetates only. So it's your wish. If you have any leftover acetates, you can use it. So I'm going to glue many sizes like this. I'm not going to glue anything on this score line. So I will be gluing anything apart from these 3 score lines here, okay? So as you can see, I have glued few of my acetates here. Now before gluing any of our pop-up elements, let's start gluing this to our base page here. Let me show you how this is going to be glued down. This is going to be glued down right like this. Okay. So from the bottom of your page, mark ½ inch, or maybe let's go 1 inch, okay? Let's mark 1 inch from the bottom of your page. So this is where your pop-up element is going to be placed, okay? So now first apply glue on one side, like this. Apply good amount of glue, guys. So apply glue and place this 1 inch above the bottom part of our base page and glue this down. Make sure you're straight, okay? Let this dry for a while. Burnish this down really good. Now mine is dry. Now you see the flap here. Just close this down and apply glue on this flap here, okay? Apply glue here. Only till the score line. Now fold this base page right over this and burnish this down really good. Let it dry for a while, guys. Now I think mine is quite dry. Now let us just open this up. So yes, mine is dry completely. Now let us start gluing our elements down. Let me glue mine down and then show you guys, so that you will get some idea as to what all you can glue. Okay, so this is what I have added. When we open this up, you can see the beautiful elements here. It says all you need is love, hashtag the blessed life, you are my favorite, be mine, and here it says love is all you need, my love, and it looks so beautiful, so beautiful. So at the end of the tutorial, let's place some of the picture mats here and here so that it looks complete. But as of now, this page is complete. Let's flip this over and take out our double-sided tape, that is red tacky tape, and start placing some strips. So here is my tacky tape. I'm using the 1/4 inch. Now first, when you start using this, it will be a little bit difficult for you to cope up with this, but once you start working, then it'll automatically, you'll get the hang of it and you'll be comfortable in using it. Now let's apply the tacky tape on all 4 sides of the page here. Let me apply it and show you guys. So this is what mine looks like. Now let's place one piece right in the middle, and let's place 2 on either sides. Now after placing these down, take out your bone folder and burnish this down really good. Now if you see closely, you'll notice that all the air bubbles caught underneath the tape will just come off once you start burnishing it. So you need that to happen, because if there is any air bubbles caught underneath this tacky tape, the air bubbles will cause liftage, and in due course the pages will start lifting up and will start to come off your pages. So it is really important to burnish this down very good. Now this is red tacky tape is really a potent and strong tape, so you have to be really cautious while working with it. Wash your hands with soap so that you don't have any lotions in hand. Now let's flip this over and take out our album. Let's open this. This is where our pages are going to be placed. Now I'm going to place something back behind so that you will be able to see the edges really good. Now let's make sure your fold is on the right side. Now place this so that you have 1/8 inch border all around, okay, as you can see. Now let me just remove my tacky tape and show you guys how to place this. Now I have taken my backing. Now make sure you are away from this hinge part and place this 1/8 inch away from the this hinge part here, and 1/8 inch away from the top and bottom of the pages here. Now once you've placed that, open the page up and burnish this down really good, because again the same thing, any air bubbles caught underneath might lead to liftage. So please burnish this down really good, and then when you close this, let me take this out, you will have a gorgeous looking first 2 pages. So before wrapping this up, I thought we'll make some picture mats here and here. So cut 2 pieces of cardstock, which is 3 1/4 inches by 4 1/4 inches. Okay. Now let's find our decorative paper for in here. Now in your scrap pile, you will find this piece. This piece is 7 inches wide by 4 3/4 of an inch tall. Now turn this so that your hearts are going this way. Measure over 4 inches and cut. So once you cut that, turn this so that it is 7 inches across. Measure over 3 inches and cut. Measure over again 3 inches and cut. Now you should have 2 of these. Now take out your 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 inch picture mat and place this so that there is 1/8 inch border on all 4 sides, and glue this down. Do this for the other one too. Now after gluing that down, this is what yours should look like. Now take one piece, apply glue to the back. So apply glue to the back of this piece and glue this down maybe 1/2 inch from the top and 1/2 inch in from the side. Make sure you're straight enough. So here you can paste your 3 by 4 inch picture. You can just crop it down a little bit and then you can paste it there. Now again apply glue to this piece here. Apply a good amount of glue. And glue this down the same way, 1/2 inch from the top and 1/2 inch from the side, and burnish this down really good. So now I have also glued down some of the flowers here and also a star gem here. So let's just close this up and let me just show you guys once again. So it looks beautiful, isn't it? So I just really love this layout. Now let's move on to page 3. Yay!